Hi, what's up, everyone? This is Peyman and
This is Davide. Welcome, welcome. Where are you?
David. Okay, I'm in Finland, inside of my van, which I start to live in a van with a new member of Nomadstrails. But before that, you are alive.
Yes, I'm
I heard
alive.
you're sick.
I was very
What
sick,
happened?
but I was very sick, but I'm alive. Let's talk about the fact that you have a new member. Can you introduce the new member to the world?
Yeah. I'm sorry about you being recovered. Just kidding, people. Uh, but yeah, there's a new member in Nomadstrails adventure team. I have met a fantastic and amazing, really more crazy than myself lady. Her name is Sailor because of we explained in an Instagram post anyway. We call her the Sailor for now, and yeah, she will be joining the adventure. Basically, we will be planning and doing adventures together. But more about
So
new member of Nomad Strays.
she's
You
your
will hear in
girlfriend,
the
yeah?
Nomad Strays. Yes, we are
Okay.
together. Yes.
Very good.
Yes,
Very
has
good.
been amazing time. We cycled the Philippines together. But now, first about you. You are in Morocco. So how's it going
Yeah.
in Morocco, and how has been life and everything? You found enough Coca-Cola to drink?
Not that not that much Coca-Cola. And it's not as cold as I would like to. But Morocco has been fantastic. Incredible country, incredible hospitalities, like all the Muslim countries usually. And I arrived thinking to have an easy winter, but it was really, really cold. It was one of the coldest winter in over a decade in Morocco. And I got a bit sick at the beginning. It was a virus that I think I picked up on the ferry from Almeria to Melilla. And then then I got really sick when I got to the desert. I think I picked up some bacteria, and I had basically a pneumonia. And I had to take 3 weeks off in Zagora and antibiotics, all of that.
Okay.
But then I continued. The desert is incredible country, the Morocco, incredible trails, out of this world
Oh yeah.
landscapes. Yeah,
Yeah.
and it's quite easy. I could
Yeah.
find
It's amazing.
water
Mm.
and food pretty much
Yeah.
everywhere. Even in the desert, there
Ooh.
are lots of wells,
Yeah.
lots of water reservoirs,
Yeah.
even in the Sahara. So it was
Mm.
it's pretty easy. I'm in Marrakesh now. I've been
Yeah.
here a little
Mm.
bit, and yeah,
Well, Marrakesh.
incredible
Okay.
country.
Mm.
And how was the Philippines?
Oh yeah. Mm. Philippines was amazing. I will get back to it, but let me tell you about the experience I had in Morocco, which was very similar. Yeah, I cycled Morocco. It was like maybe I don't remember 4 or 5 years ago. It was amazing. Really loved that. But did you try the olive oil over there? Damn man, that olive oil is so good, better than Italian olive oil. Hundred
My
times, like
favorite
a
thing here.
thousand times, better than Italian olive oil.
Yes. My favorite thing is Lebanon. It's the fermented milk they have here. It's really good. If you
Yeah.
get invited by by families, they do it homemade, and it's
Mm,
so good. And sometimes they
yeah.
make it with the
Mm,
sheep milk.
yeah.
But otherwise you can buy it for
Mm,
4 dirhams. It's quite cheap, the country, and yeah, incredible hospitality. You
yeah.
get invited all the time by people. The food is amazing. I really, really like it. One night it was -10. I was invited by a
Yeah.
Berber family to sleep with them, and it was incredible. They had a
Yeah.
stove. We were there until like 1 a.m. around the stove. They
That's
killed a
life.
sheep, and they made
Yeah.
the first thing they eat when they kill a
Yeah.
sheep is they make skewers with the liver, and they wrap them into like
Oh yeah.
a muscles that they have in the intestine, and then they make skewers, and that's the first thing you eat when they kill
Mm,
a sheep. Yeah.
yeah.
So food was great.
Have you ate the sheep's balls?
No, the balls, no. They are reserved only for special people like you.
Oh man. Uh, yeah, I've had a lot of balls. I tell you that. Actually, it's quite nice. On a grill with a little bit of salt, it goes so good. The balls are quite good, bro.
Yeah, they grill everything.
You
They
need
grill.
salt.
Yeah, a little bit of salt.
You need to eat some balls, man. I tell you that.
You love that, huh? You love balls with a bit of salt. Yeah, that's great. Maybe you suck them a little bit as well.
I hope there's no one under 18. I hope there's no one under 18 years old in this part of the conversation. I'm sorry if any one of you guys over there, the ladies and gentlemen, you're watching with the family. So I apologize, but our conversation goes usually like
It's
this.
about
And
food. We're talking about
off the
food.
camera, it's
We're talking about food.
yeah, it's of course we do.
How was the
Yeah.
food in the Philippines?
A lot of meat, bro. A lot of meat. Like I'm almost I'm usually flexibilitarian, but I eat mainly vegan. If I hunt, if I fish, I eat meat, but usually I don't buy meat from the shop. So yeah, amazing food. Street food is incredible in Philippines, and it's pretty cheap actually. But yeah, if you're not vegetarian, because they love meat, they love pork, they love chicken, man. Chicken is everywhere,
Yeah,
and they
prawns,
make
fish.
so. Yeah, the chicken actually and pork is more than fish
Yeah.
and prawns. Like it's an island. I expect it to be fish to be everywhere, but actually not.
Okay.
There is a fish, but it's not that popular as a chicken, for example.
I
I don't
lived
know.
with Filipinos in Ireland, so I had I like it. They have what's called pansik pansak.
Yeah. They have a lot of things.
Yeah.
But anyway, like the main most important thing is it's much better than I understand you like the Filipino food because it's 1,000 times better than Italian and more diverse, of course. So that is really nice.
It's famous worldwide. Yeah, you find a Filipino restaurant in every city in the world with Moroccan oil.
Oh, that would be awesome. Italy would go bankrupt.
Yeah, you know what? I seen that they are planting olive trees everywhere in Morocco. And also another thing that I noticed, they are farming a lot in the desert because now they use pumps.
Yeah.
So with a gas tank, they can pump water for 5 hours. But I think it's not going to be good because they will be using so much water to farm in the desert. And I don't know, like in 15, 20 years, they will be the water table will be empty. So
that's
that's a problem, huh?
Yeah. No, that's it. That's actually a big problem. The time I was in Morocco, actually, I noticed the same, and I was talking with the people, and some people they said the government did banned actually farming in some part of the desert because of exactly the same reason you said, because the underwater water we have a
the water
level of
table.
that was
but yeah,
that one was coming really low.
They are farming basically in the desert now.
They do. And the
It's
watermelons are so good from the desert. They are amazing.
It's still too early for watermelons, but I'm starting to see some cantaloupe melon. But only like 2 days ago, I started to see them in the city. I don't know where they're coming from.
Actually, I have a clip. I try to give it to you, find it and give it to you. You can edit it over here. It is, I was just in the desert and cycling, and the Moroccan car did stop and gave me a watermelon, and I put the watermelon on my handlebar. It was big watermelon. I was cycling in the Sahara with the watermelon on my handlebar.
I had it's great to have those people just giving you all sorts of stuff. Yeah, it happens a lot in Morocco, in Muslim countries usually.
Yeah,
because it happened to me in Sudan as well, in Turkey. Yeah. Tell me about the Philippines. How was the riding?
So the Philippines, me and Sailor, we went together. It was our first trip, so it was really, really nice. It was amazing. We enjoyed it a lot, but it wasn't easy. Let's say I would say it's a really a nice country to go if you're a beginner. So it was very easy ride. it was not. There is a houses basically everywhere, more or less.
No, it's
So
very populated.
country is very populated, like most of the Southeast Asia. So the wild camping is not possible, and almost not possible, at least in the areas I have cycled. And then plus I would say that you need to pay for accommodation more or less. And the accommodation, like a place for a tent, was €8, like just in a campground and a beach or wherever you put your tent.
Yeah, very
So I would
expensive.
say it is very expensive country compared to wherever I have been. So it was very expensive, really. Like,
Yeah. I would just
yeah,
go and ask some houses if I can camp in their backyard, or
yeah,
churches or things like that.
yeah. You can do that, but it's not like always. It's not always possible, and it's not really. People are not so much used to it because Moroccans themselves they cycle and themselves they travel with the car. They camp a lot. Basically, sorry, Filipinos. I
Filipinos.
apologize. So in Philippines, the tourism industry is local, basically. So there's not so much foreigners like a Thailand. So all the locals they go around, and it's very nice actually for a country. I really liked it because economy works between themselves. So that was beautiful to see. They're not depending on a foreign tourist. But the thing was, so even the Filipinos, they do go for a campsite. So they do go and pay for a campsite and put their tent. Staying in a tent also is very common. So people are not really used to like
Yeah.
somebody ask if they can put
But if you explain, I think
yeah,
you ask to the people,
yeah,
someone eventually, if you ask 10,
yeah.
10 houses, eventually someone, if you don't have the money.
Yeah. It will, yeah. But every evening, it's so much work. Like every evening, if you go, you keep asking, keep asking. Also, there's not so much yard sometimes in the houses. It's not like Africa, Like the spaces are very small.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a little bit interesting. Yeah, let's say like that. But people are amazing, super kind, super generous, beautiful people, very
Nice.
respectful drivers. They were very, very respectful. So I highly recommend, if you're not in a budget, to go and bikepacking Philippines. It's really nice.
Bike traveling, yeah. And did you cycle out from Manila? How was the
Yeah.
traffic?
It was quite a traffic, but as I said, in Philippines, it's like it's not. For example, Kenya had a crazy. You've been there. Drivers are like insane. So
Yeah.
it's not like a Kenya. It's just or Uganda. It's
Yeah.
or India. It's very, very
But
like they really give you a
even
space.
in these countries, if you know the rules, it's like the bigger the vehicle has the priority. So big trucks has the
Yeah.
priority on buses. Buses has the priority on SUVs. SUVs on cars. Cars on motorbikes. Motorbikes on
Yeah.
bicycles.
Yeah.
Bicycles on pedestrians.
Absolutely. Yeah. But like sometimes, like in Kenya, sometimes I had to be in a car road, and dude, like from the back, truck comes, drunken driver
Yeah,
with
yeah,
like a 60 kilometers, 70 kilometer speed, and I am like, there's no space. I go
yeah,
off
yeah,
the cliff.
yeah, yeah.
One of them passed me by millimeter, or I would be dead. I was very lucky over there.
Yeah.
But anyway, in Philippines, it's not like that.
That's
So you
great.
don't see like anything like that. It's amazing. I felt very, very comfortable to be to cycle there traffic wise. But all right, this part of the Morocco did you cycle? Did you went to Merzouga, to the desert, to the dunes?
I stayed basically on the east part of the country, on the east side of the Atlas. I had to cross some mountain ranges, but not the high Atlas. So from Nador, I went to Taurit, that is already the desert, then Guerchif, Missur, from Missur to Erachidia. Beautiful, beautiful valleys and
Yeah,
basically all dirt roads. You
yeah,
can okay, in Morocco you can be on paved roads everywhere and they are in
everywhere.
very
Yeah,
good condition, but I was doing trails and dirt roads. And then from Erracidi I passed from Merzuga, but I stopped only to get some bread because it's too touristy. And I continue crossing the Sahara Desert towards Tugunit, and it's all a piece in the desert. It's really, really nice. And I arrived in a place that they were doing the rainbow gathering. It's like
no,
a hippie kind of event. and I knew that there were some bike traveling going there, and I arrived the day that there is full moon, so they were doing the main events, and
Okay.
and I met up with a few bike travelers, but I was
Bob
already
Marley.
yeah, it was nice, but I was already pretty sick and it was really cold. And so I decided to continue. I didn't have enough energy to stay there. Also, because if you stay there, you might want to volunteer one night to prepare food, another night or a lunch to
You don't know how
serve
to
it.
cook?
I know how to cook, but I didn't have the energy. I was really sick. So that's the problem.
That's mental, bro. Here you are a little bit sick, but
Yeah,
anyway.
I'm sick in the
There's
head.
no medicine for that. There's no medicine for
That's
you.
why we hang out, because you're super sick in the head. I'm getting there. Keeping hanging out with you.
You never will get there. You know, you can't beat me.
But yeah, I passed from Merzouga. Merzouga itself, it's a touristy trap. But then if you continue in the desert, it's really nice. You can camp on the dunes and sand.
Yeah.
You really need larger tires, because I also had to push the bike.
One thing about the camping in the dunes, I hate it. It's beautiful, but I hate it.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's if you want to really be on top of the dune, it's so much work. I didn't, but I stayed like midway up, maybe go up a little bit and camp.
Yeah, but camping in the dunes, the sand is so fine in Sahara, those sand, and it goes everywhere, like all of your gears, all over, everything.
Yeah, if you need to be careful, yeah. But I usually
you can be careful. How you can be careful? You're gonna do a small wind blows all the sand like a everywhere.
It depends where you put your tent, but yeah, there is a little bit of sand. But I usually pack everything, so inside my tent everything is in a bag, so it's okay. I don't have that problem. Yeah.
I don't
Then
like it so much.
I was too sick to get up and take pictures with the stars and these things. So I would just hit the tent and.
Anyway, you don't know how to use the camera, do you?
Yeah,
because you need that. You cannot put in the auto mode and take a picture of the stars. You need a different setup.
Yeah, I'm still waiting for your Milky Way pictures. Show us your photography skills.
Oh, I tell you, everyone, you can look at my pictures in the Nomadstrails Instagram account and all over. But yeah, I always use the camera in the auto mode. Indeed, I need to learn, man. But there's no time. I can't find the time. I'm so busy doing adventure or editing, working on the content. That's all your day goes. Yeah. But all right. So, but the gear talk, like always. One thing very quick. I want to welcome you to Pinion Club. Share the news. I want to welcome you to the Pinion Gearbox Club. Share the news.
Yeah, probably my next bike will be powered by a Pinion drivetrain.
Yes.
Let's leave it like that, because nothing is 100% sure,
Yeah, but you know what I call the Pinion?
Yeah.
Do you know what that means?
What means?
Goat.
Goat?
Do you know what that means?
Yeah, I know. I'm the goat. No, but it
greatest of all time.
I don't have any direct experience, but from what I've seen, from your experience and talking to other people that has a Pinion bike, is quite nice. Actually, it's maintenance free almost, so that's what I look forward. Especially, I'm done adjusting the derailleur, cleaning the chain every night, lube it. Always with these microfiber cloths and lube and this and that, and and I carry a spare chain, and let's see. I'm really excited. If and when I will get a new bike with a Pinion drive to try it, and but let's leave it at that for now.
Yeah, Yeah. But regarding the maintenance, I tell you, well, I have done over 15,000 kilometers in the old Pinion C12 I had on the train bike, and it's been 2 years. I cycled with it in Finland, across the Finland in winter, in minus like a 35. I have cycled. I cycled with it in East Africa, and only a thing I have done during this during these 2 years and over 15,000 kilometers for this gearbox is once I changed the oil.
Yeah.
That's all I did with it. And it took half an hour. That's all. It's
Yeah.
incredible. It's
I think,
incredible.
But you need to adjust the tension of the belt every now and then. No?
I haven't even touched the tension of the belt. It's
No.
more or less, it's fine, because like I have a snobber, and if the tension goes, it hasn't changed really. And I like to be a little bit low tension.
So you have this little knob that avoid the belt to skip on the back sprocket. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And anyway, with the Pinion, the front chainring is also quite big. It's really, with the Pinion, doesn't come off as it does with the roll-off. Like with the rear chainring, sorry, it's quite big. So with the with the Pinion, the belt doesn't really skip. So it's, but still, I do have a snubber in a new bike. But in an old bike, I didn't have it, and I never skipped. Never.
And you never adjusted the tension?
Never. I didn't touch even the belt.
Okay.
It's incredible. I haven't touched
ever it rain, if it rains or there is mud or anything. You never touch
everything. It. I never touched it. Okay. It's unbelievable. But I have cleaned it. Definitely, I have cleaned it. And when you are in a sandy condition, it's going to squeak. So you need to, but the squeaking, the solution for it is just you wash it and sand off, and then it goes. But it's really nice if you have these silicone spray.
Oh yeah, that's great. A little bit of cleaning and you're done. About the squeaking noise, my derailleur is also making loads of noise now, because I think some sand went inside the pulleys.
Yeah.
And it kind of grind them in a way. And now I also take them apart, clean them, put them back together, but still they make noise, these pulleys. And you are not supposed to grease them nor lube them. So I don't know what to do. It will still making this squeeze noise and whistle the whole time until I get a new bike.
Put a little bit of dry lube.
Yeah, but I consulted with a bike mechanic, and he told me you shouldn't put any lube in the pulleys. So I don't know.
But dry lube goes away anyway.
Yeah. I use you know what kind of lube I use? I use the squirt lube.
Yeah, I know.
Not just because of the name, but but it's a nice lube. I like it.
Yeah.
I like it. It's it doesn't get that dirty. You can clean it very easily because it's water-based. And you need to use a little bit more because you need to lube it every day for sure. And if it rains, it goes away very quickly. But especially in dry condition, it's for me it's the best lube for chains.
Yeah. I tell you, with the belt, it's really easy. You don't have any of these issues, and I really like it. But yeah, as I said, like I didn't say the Pinion and, for example, or roll-off or whatever, internal gearbox system and the belt, this costs quite a lot, but I tell you what, it's really pays off in a long time. And especially if you cycle daily, you're going around the world, it's just unbeatable setup. So in Philippines, I did one thing was very interesting. Guess what?
I don't know. Did you check in with the doctor?
They don't let me in. Like, they said it's crazy.
A psychiatrist.
There's no medicine for it. Huh?
A psychiatrist?
No, they don't accept this kind of disease, you know. They said it's adventurous disease. There is no solution for it. But they might have medicine for you, though.
Yeah. What did you do there?
So actually, it was really interesting because I had a chance to test my new bike, Velotron Finder, which has a 27.5-inch tires and wheels. wheels and 2.8-inch tubeless tires.
You use the ones I use, no? The Nobinik, the Schwalbe Nobinik.
It's
No.
not the Nobinik.
Okay.
It is Rocket Pocket or something like this. It's called Rocket something. I don't remember. I can't recall
never
it.
tried those.
But yeah. Oh man, but the difference, because, but let me tell this. I had the Finder on this trip, and Sailor, she was cycling with my old bike, which has a 26-inch wheels and 2-inch tires, Marathon Plus Tour tires, with the inner tube. On off-road, the difference between these two bikes was unbelievable.
Yeah. No, I told you. I remember when you were still in either Europe or Africa, we had this discussion that I was saying, remember in the WhatsApp group of Africa, that I was suggesting people to get a plus-size bike when they were, which bike should I get for Africa? And I always suggested, and you were like, with the 26 marathon, you can go everywhere. Yes, you can go everywhere, but it's not as fun. It's not as fun.
That's the thing. Listen, I tell you, always still I stand in that point, which you can go everywhere. But if you are cycling most of the time off the paved road, you are on off-road, you are on trails, it's really comfy to go with the plus-size tires, because
that was
I
my
agree
point.
with you in that case.
If someone has to buy a new bike for a trip and has the money, it's better you buy a plus-size bike, because especially in Africa, you want to do a lot of the dirt roads and lots of trails. So you will be off-road a lot. And a plus-size bike gives you a wider tire, 2.8, 3 inches, and you have loads of air. It's like having a suspension bike. And if you have tubeless, you can run it at very low pressure, and you can go very easily where there is loose gravel, there is a sand. Obviously, if it's really, really fine sand, like the Sahara Desert, sometimes you still have to push. But for the most part, you can cycle. And it's fun. It's comfortable.
No, it is the thing. Difference between these two are, like, you can go everywhere with the 26-inch wheels and, for example, 2-inch tires with the inner tube, but the comfort makes a difference. If you're often off the paved road on the trails, it's amazing, very comfortable, and very healthy for your back, for your wrist, for your mental health. You don't shake all the time like this. So it is really nice and very comfy to go with the plus-size tire. I give you that. I agree with that. And also the clearance from the ground is quite big compared to the 26, and that makes actually a big difference. I don't have to be worried about always my pedal hitting the ground. And a great example here was Sailor. She done basically, more or less, I could say, it was her first long trip on a bicycle. She had done once a 2 weeks trip before. So when she switched the bicycles, and she said Finder is incredibly comfortable. She said it's like cycling on sitting on a sofa. But I tell you that one other thing. I had a Vecnum suspension stem, plus I had a suspension seat post, the suspension stem, and plus size tires, 28-inch tires, tubeless. This combination, I think it's the most comfortable like a bike you can get, in my opinion, for cycling off-road. It's amazing. So I really like it.
You can always get bigger tires if you have a fat bike. That's also even more comfortable, but then it becomes a little bit more complicated.
But one thing was actually very interesting fact was, when I was jumping from on a paved road, when I was jumping from the 26-inch to the 27.5 and other way around, I need to tell, 26-inch with 2-inch tire was faster compared to the 28-inch tires. was rolling fast on the
27.5.
paved road. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's a little difference. I don't
Yeah,
think.
it's a little difference. Yeah, it's a little difference. And I think, yeah,
you know, if it's better to have a little bit more comfort and a little bit less fast. I mean, you're not making a race.
yeah,
You're not doing the Tour de France or the Giro d'Italia.
yeah.
Okay, that's it for today, I think, because I'm getting hungry and I want to go and have my pasta, some Italian food. Or risotto. I might make some risotto with champignon mushrooms because there are no porcini mushrooms here. It's a problem.
Oh man, the Italian food. You know, only I think is pasta and pizza. That's it.
You don't
different
know
variation of that. You got nothing else.
Blasphemy. You don't know what you're talking about. Come on.
Yeah.
Let's
yeah. All right.
All right.
Yeah.
Everybody subscribe. If you haven't subscribed to this podcast,
yeah.
It will get better. It will get better. We promise. It will get better with time. And we will introduce other people, guests. It's going to be interesting. So subscribe if you haven't already. And where can they find you?
Just a second. First of all, it will get better when David goes to the doctor. Before that, it won't. So don't have so much hope, people. Okay, much love to all of you. You can find me in Instagram, YouTube, wherever, with Nomadstrails.
Yes.
And David, where they can find you?
Davidetravelli everywhere. And the blog that is a bit neglected, alaskatopatagonia.com. So thank you, everybody, for watching. And we'll see you the next time. Ciao.
Yes, ciao. And remember to subscribe so we hit the 1,000 and we can put some ad in the videos and get more time in the Zoom.
Nobody wants ads. Bye-bye. Nobody wants ads. Ciao.
Ciao. Bye-bye. Have a good one, everyone.